everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a fantastic day so far. I hope wherever you are in the world, today has been treating you well. I also hope that May was treating you well. We have made it to the end of another month. I hope that you had a fantastic May. I tried out a lot of new makeup in May and that is what we are going to be going over today. Everything new that I tried throughout the month in first impressions, try on reviews, all of that sort of stuff. Everything that I tried throughout the month that I've had a little bit more time to play with, that I have formed my thoughts on and what I think of everything now that I've had a little bit more time to play with everything. So if you haven't seen my channel before, hello, it is absolutely delightful to meet you. I hope you are doing so well. My name is Millie. I post 3 times a week on a Monday, a Wednesday and a Friday. It's always affordable and it's always cruelty free. I would love it if you would subscribe. Down below, it's completely free to do so. It just means that you like my face and you want to see it a little bit more, which would be ever so kind, and I would absolutely love to have you. But let's just start with the first review video that went up in May, and it was the MUA Kaleidoscope Extra palette. They have Kaleidoscope, they have Kaleidoscopic, and now they've got Kaleidoscope Extra. This palette has had me in an absolute chokehold this whole month. I think I have posted at this point 4 videos this month using this palette. I absolutely love this palette. The quality of these eyeshadows, considering that this palette costs £12. It is a 24, getting my numbers mixed up, that's just kind of passed down, a 24 pan palette, and it's £12. And when I tell you, the quality of this palette is absolutely phenomenal. I want to do some looks next month with more of the like purples and the blues. I still haven't used the shade Kaleidoscope, which is this purple shimmer, but I have done neutral looks, I have done very sort of brown toned, warm, everyday looks, I have done bright looks, I've done sunset looks. I have done so much with this palette this month and I absolutely love it. Genuinely, I think, and we're not even halfway, well I suppose we are halfway through the year now, halfway through the year, I think that this may well be my favourite palette of the year. It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. If you like colour and you like really high quality, easy to blend, very pigmented mattes, this palette is the palette that you need. It is beautiful. I can't stop using it. I have been using it so much this month. And like, if you want a palette that has got the best white matte, I go on about the white matte shade that you get in MUA palettes, but genuinely, I love a very glittery, shimmery eye look and then a pop of a matte white on the inner corner. It just does something for me. I absolutely love it. And when I do that, it's always an MUA eyeshadow that I use because it's just so intense and so creamy and just perfect. I love their formula and I actually think that the formula that's in this is elevated above any other MUA eyeshadows that I've tried. I've tried others where I think that the mattes are incredible but the shimmers are a little bit lacking. This one, the shimmers are incredible as well. I absolutely love it. There is nothing that I would change about it apart from maybe having 4 so that I never run out of them. I think that it's beautiful. So the next like first impression video that went up, I was trying a load of new makeup from a load of different brands. This one was mainly like collection and it was when I tried the Revolution Jelly Bronzer. So I'll start with this because I am wearing it today. I have this whole full face of makeup posted on Friday, last Friday. It's a full face of Revolution, so I used this, the Revolution Jelly Bronzer. I have been using this non-stop since I tried it. It's the perfect amount of pigment. I have this in the shade Medium Sunset, and I use more of a dense brush to blend it out, and it's sheer in that it's buildable and it's not too much, but it's the perfect amount of pigment for someone like me who goes overboard with their bronzer 100% of the time, and I always have to like dial it down. The texture of this is lovely. It's really, like, the stick is really firm. So like I've used this, how many times have I used this? Probably like 10, 12 times now, and honestly, like, it doesn't even, like, you can still see the like line around the top of it. It barely even looks like it's been used, but I have used this so much, I will continue to use it. I think that this is one of my favourite bronzers that I have tried this year. It's beautiful. It looks soft and glowy on the skin, but just in like a juicy, hydrated way. I think if you wanted, like, I wear a lot of makeup. I wear foundation, I wear a lot of makeup, but also if you were wanting something that was just like to draw on the skin, to add a little bit of colour as like a no makeup sort of thing, and you weren't necessarily wearing foundation, I still think that you would like this because the texture of it is just so beautiful, and I'm the biggest fan. I absolutely love that one. Like I say, I got Medium Sunset. There were 3 shades, so that's the middle one. I don't know about the other ones. I don't know. The shade range obviously isn't the best, but hopefully that will be extended because I think that that is a beautiful, beautiful bronzer. So I also in that video tested the Beauty Bay Plumping Moisturiser. I have continued to use this. I don't use it with the little rollerball things on the bottom. I just squeeze this out onto my hand and apply. Morning, night, I love it both ways. It does leave a little tack to the skin, so it does work very, very well under makeup, but I always go over the top of this then with my SPF, so it's not like this is a lot of the time working as that primer step, but really, really nice, very, very lightweight, thin feeling moisturiser. It does work very, very well under makeup, but also there is a step in between for me. Then I also, ooh, everything's falling over. I also got the Collection Lasting Perfection Matte Foundation. Now I have got dry skin. I usually stay away from matte foundations. However, this is beautiful. I have worn this a number of times. It lasts fantastically well throughout the day. In my first impression, it was like the end of the day and I wasn't able to do a wear test or anything like that, but I have worn this for full days at work and it still looks lovely. It doesn't look flat matte. I wouldn't necessarily say, in my humble opinion, I wouldn't necessarily say that this is a matte foundation for me. I think that it's more of a satin matte natural finish. I still think with the prep and everything that I put on underneath, it does still look quite glowy, but the coverage on this is lovely. I have sheared this right out and just used a very small amount of it and dabbed it right out with a sponge to get more of a light coverage, but you can also build it up to get something a little bit more if that's what you want, I think. And they did send me, they sent me the collection products here were gifted, but they did send me the satin finish as well, but it was in a different shade that didn't match me, so I have passed that on to one of my YouTube buddies. I don't know if that would have been the right finish for me because this is beautiful, because even though I've got dry skin, I do still want to look quite matte sort of down the centre. I don't want to look sweaty if I can at all avoid it. I would rather look sweaty over looking dry, but I would rather look like what this coverage is. I think that it's lovely. Then what else did I get from Collection? Let's go over these products. The Raise the Roof Mascara. Again, I have continued to wear this, worn this for full days at work. It doesn't smudge, it doesn't flake, but for me, I want something a little bit more dramatic than this. The application is nice and nice and easy, but it doesn't look as dramatic as I would maybe want it to. So for me, there are other mascaras coming up that I prefer over this one. It's not bad, it's just more lengthening and more sort of fluttery looking, where I want something a little bit more dramatic, a little bit volumizing, a little bit thicker. So for me, not a bad mascara at all, lasts really, really nicely throughout the day, but it's just not necessarily the finish that I personally want. But if you want something very, very lengthening, you will probably really like that mascara. Then the cheek and lip stain. Obviously I got this in the orange shade. I like this, and I have worn this again full days at work, and I have also tried this on the lips. There's a stain coming up that I prefer over this one. It's just, again, a personal preference thing. Although I like an orange, I prefer the tone of the other one that's coming up. So again, not a bad product, not bad at all. I think that it looks lovely, but for me, there are others that I prefer over this one. And then lastly, the last product from, not lastly, but another product from Collection is the Long Wear Gel Eyeliner. This is the one that has the little, well, not little, that's the point that I'm trying to make here, the brush on the end, and then the product is in the little well underneath it. I have tried this with a separate liner brush, a thin liner brush, and I'm chucking things absolutely everywhere, and it does apply, in my opinion, much better with a separate brush. The only thing is, it's a very thick gel that's in the little pot underneath. It's a very, very thick gel, so it's just not the easiest to use. I struggled quite a bit to get the effect that I like. It's just not the most convenient. It's not, I mean, it is very, very long lasting, but I do feel like there are others on the market that I also feel like are equally long lasting, but easier to use. So another one that I wouldn't necessarily recommend. However, the biggest curveball from that video was the Collection Blurring Powder. Colour correcting, instantly blurs and smooths. Look at the colour of this powder. How incredibly terrifying. This is beautiful. This is the most beautiful pressed powder. I have not stopped using this month. I already have powder on, but let's go ahead and add some more. It is truly blurring. It is so softly mattifying. It keeps foundation and like keeps your base looking beautiful throughout the day. It doesn't show up blue. That's what I was worried about with all of these different colours in the pan. I was worried that this was going to look blue. It doesn't. It absolutely does not. It just softens everything. It's beautiful, and I prefer it with a brush. I have used it with a little triangle puff. I have used it in both ways. I prefer it with a brush. I just find that the finish is a little bit nicer that way. Beautiful. I'm so picky with powders, and there's a powder coming up that I'm like, it's just not worth it. This one is beautiful. One of my favourite powders that I have ever tried. I think that it is incredible. And then the last product that I wanted to talk about from that video is the MUA Hydra Juice Shimmer Lip Stylo. And this is in the new shade Sweet Orange. This is beautiful. I love MUA lip products at the best of times, but this is a shimmery orange lip balm that looks like a lipstick because the amount of pigment that you get is like incredible. look at that, and it's so juicy looking on the lips, and the colour is incredible. It smells like oranges, like it's just beautiful. Like summer, there is nothing that can come between me and an orange lip. I love it, and that is beautiful. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love. So out of that video, my top picks would probably be the Collection powder, the Revolution bronzer, and the MUA lip balm, because they have gone into regular rotation in my makeup routine. They have not made it back into my drawers. They've just been out on my table, and I've been using them pretty much every single day. I love them. So the next video that went up was another full face of makeup, like different brands, and I feel like sort of similar. There were some absolutely awful products and some absolutely standout beautiful products that I can't stop using. So let's just go in no particular order. The Revolution Instant Brow Hair Pen. I got this in warm brown. I am wearing this today through my brows with some other, I'm wearing a concoction of different brow products today. I think if you are blonde, like a warm blonde or like a strawberry blonde, you would probably really like this colour. For me, it is too fair of a colour because I have very dark, warm hair. I want something that is a dark warm brown, not a light warm brown. So for me, this isn't necessarily my perfect product, but I can see where they're going with it, and the colour just isn't quite right for me. This is the one that has like 6 prongs on the top of it. For me, I just think that 6 is too many. It doesn't feel, because it's got like 6 lines and then 6 lines and then 6 lines, it is a bit much. I feel like it would be easier to use if it was 2 or 3 or even 1. You can go in and do your own, like in the direction, because otherwise it is like blocks of 6 and then blocks of 6 and then blocks of 6, and it can look a little bit disjointed, I suppose would be the word that I would use. It can feel a little bit like that, but saying that, I see where they're going with it, and I think if I got a colour that was a little bit better for me, and I will have to see what colours they've got, because I think this was actually the lightest one that they did, I could be tempted. And I am very new to the brow pen hype, but I have ones that I consider favourites, and I like where they're going with that one. Next up, the e.l.f. Halo Glow Beauty Wand, the highlight wand in IRL Angel. This is one of the new shades that they just brought out, so this is a white to pink shift. I don't necessarily notice, it's not like putting on a duochrome eyeshadow on your cheek. It is subtle, but it does have that white pink undertone to it that I just think looks beautiful. I really have been enjoying this. I'm very much loving a liquid highlight at the minute. I've been a big fan for a while, but at the minute there's just something about having all of the lovely cream and liquid products rather than powders that I've really been enjoying. And again, this is another one that's been in regular rotation. I wear a highlight every single day anyway, because like I want to look glowy. I want to be seen from outer space with the amount of glow. And I've really been enjoying this one. I think that it is lovely. Then let's talk about a product that I didn't love. This is the Barry M Sheer Splash Jelly Cheek and Lip Stain. I got this in Papaya Pool. I have tried this so many different ways. I have tried drawing this straight onto my cheeks. You can't see anything. I have tried picking this up with a brush. You can't see anything. I have tried drawing this onto my fingers and tapping it on. You can't see anything. When you have jelly products like the Revolution ones that you can see, that are the right amount of pigment but that still have that interesting jelly texture, this just feels gimmicky. This just feels like they were doing a jelly blush for the sake of doing a jelly blush rather than doing a jelly blush and doing it well. This one just doesn't work for me. I have also tried to use this on the lips, and again, like, it feels like you're putting on a lip balm but you can't see anything and it doesn't give you that hydration. It's not a product that I'm going to continue to use. It's not very good at all. If they had had testers in Superdrug, because I got these in store, if they had had testers and I could test how sheer this was going to be, I would never have bought it. It's not good. It's not good at all. Another product that is not good. The Revolution Hydra Cool Baking Powder. This doesn't do anything. It either doesn't do anything or it lifts up your base products that you've got underneath it. So I use this with a brush, and I like work it into the brush. Where you tap on first, it like picks up the foundation underneath, because the first ingredient in this powder is water. And you can feel that. It feels lovely. It feels cold. It feels watery. It feels like you've dunked your brush into a cup of cold water and then tapped it on. Unfortunately, it also has the effect as if you had done that, and it lifts everything up underneath it. It doesn't set anything down. It looks heavy. It creates a strange sort of texture on the face, and I just have not been loving it. Again, it's another one that I've tried in a few different ways. I tried picking this up with a triangle puff and trying to use it more like a baking powder, which is a technique that I hate because of my dry skin, but I have tried to do it that way, where you leave your base wet, your foundation, concealer, whatever, and you pack the powder on and just let it sit. My face looked like a piece of flapjack that had been left out in the sun for 4 weeks. Like, awful, awful. And I'm doing this as I'm getting ready for work, so it's like, then I have to either be late for work and redo my makeup or go to work with my flapjack face. Not an option that I ever want. It looks so bad, and even I did that one day and it looked so bad, and I was like, how can I fix this? So I tried to put the blurring collection powder over the top. Even that couldn't fix it, and that has fixed a lot this month. Yeah, not cute. And yes, I am very picky with powders. I am very picky with powders. There are so many that I try that so many people with dry skin say that they love, and I just can't get them to work. But this one from Revolution, absolutely not. I don't even see who this could work for because it's so bad. So now let's go and be a little bit more positive. Let's stick with Revolution. Chalk and cheese here, absolute chalk and cheese. So this is the Revolution Superfix Hydra Cool Dewy Fixing Mist. This stuff is lovely. Genuinely feels cold. Like, if it is a warm day, which clearly it's not because I'm back in my winter jumpers, if it is a warm day, this sprayed on the face, I can imagine, would be lovely. I can't relate because it's been absolutely freezing. Pardon me, just had a little coughing fit. Yeah, it's been so cold here that I can't say that I have been using this for. It's cooling sort of technology, but the way that this feels on the skin, the way that this melts powders in, not over the top of this powder, but the way that this melts everything into the skin, it really does sort of juice up the skin, but it does also feel like it's setting. So this does say that it is prep and set, so I used it under my makeup today. I wouldn't necessarily do that again. It's not bad, it looks fine. I am wearing this one, like I say, under my makeup today. It added a nice juiciness to the skin, but it's not really the way that I would use this going forward. It was fine, but over the top is absolutely beautiful. I don't know. They have a few different like aerosol setting sprays. It's like a continuous spray. It's the only one that I've ever tried that's like that, but it's lovely. If they were to bring one out like this, but with an SPF in, I think that would be genius to top up, because obviously you can't put SPF on over the top if you've got makeup on. That spray, that continuous spray with an SPF in, would really, really do it for me. Then the second to last product that I tried in that video is the Barry M Precision High Intensity Matte Lip Pencil. I have been loving this, again in complete contrast to the cheek jelly product that honestly I think is gonna go in the bin because it's just so bad. The lip crayon, this is beautiful. I quite like a matte lip. I quite like the look of a matte lip. I don't like the feeling of a matte lip. This doesn't feel drying. The colour lasts all day long. This is one of the most long-lasting lip products that I have ever tried. I got this in the shade Chiffon, and it's the most beautiful pinky nude. That one there. Just beautiful. Such a beautiful colour. They had a few different colours. Beautiful to apply. It's very nice and creamy, but also, like I say, it lasts incredibly well. It lasts so well. Again, I'm a very big fan of that. Would 100% be tempted to get the red because of the lasting power of that pencil. And then the last product from that video, it's another one, I have not stopped using it. This is the e.l.f. Sheer For It Blush Tint. I got this in Orange Crush. Of course I did. This on the cheeks, this on the lips. Beautiful. I was thinking about this because I've said this before and I'm gonna say it again, I'm ever so sorry, but I so often like cheek and lip products either on the cheeks or on the lips. They often don't work for both, because if they're hydrating, they work on the lips, and if they're hydrating, they're too like sticky feeling on the cheeks. But if they're if they set down and if they're matte, they look good on the cheeks, but it's too drying for on the lips. Do you get what I'm saying? Because this is a water stain, it feels like if you were to get a glass of water, dip your finger into it and just rub it onto your lips. So it's not necessarily hydrating, I wouldn't say. I would apply this and then go over with a lip balm, you know, with an MUA Hydra Juice. But the colour lasts. The colour lasts incredibly well, but also it applies on the cheeks beautifully. I have been wearing this on the cheeks and the lips non-stop since I tried it. Another product that has not made it back into my drawers yet. I absolutely love it, and I can see how quite a lot of these products that I've tested this month are more catered towards summer makeup, longevity, long lasting. I wouldn't necessarily go as far as to say waterproof because I don't know, I haven't tested that, but I can see how a lot of these would be that way, in that they are incredibly long lasting and just absolutely beautiful. And this tint, I mean, I was looking at earlier today to get a link for this video that you saw, and it's already sold out in this colour. That is how incredible it is. I think that everybody should try this. Bold statement, I know, but it's true. And I would absolutely be tempted to try all of the other shades, all of them, because I think that this product is incredible. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Speaking of incredible, segue, did you see how I did that? The e.l.f. Incredicurl mascara. This mascara, okay? I did a full day wear test. You will have seen that a week ago. I have been using this, again, every single day. This is the most long-lasting mascara. It lasts incredibly well, no pun intended. Pun intended. Yeah, lasts so beautifully. It applies and builds up so quickly. Honestly, I feel like sometimes to get the level of drama that I like, I have to apply like 2 to 3 layers, because I like a lot of drama. I like very thick, dramatic lashes. With this, it's like 1.5 and you're good. Or I'm good, I should say. It looks beautiful. It lasts so well. It looks so thickening and volumized, but not in a clumpy way. The brush is beautiful. It is a curved brush, so it really hugs the lashes so nicely, and you can properly get into like the inner corner, outer corner. I don't know, there's just something about the brush and the shape of the brush. I love a natural bristled wand. I think that that is the best type of mascara wand, because then you get a lot of product on there. It deposits a lot of product and you get a lot of volume. But even though it has that, and it has all of that volume and it has all of that product, it doesn't weigh the lashes down. It looks dramatic, it looks volumized, it looks thickened, also lengthened, like really long lashes. If you want something that is more lengthening and like curling, one coat of this will probably get you to what you want. I like something really thick and really volumized and dramatic, so I like to go in with a little bit more, but personal preference, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. And I would say between this one and the Revolution one, which I tested previous month, you know what I mean, and it's actually the one that I'm wearing today, out of the two, I would say that the e.l.f. one beats it, because the Revolution one has this weird tacky thing, and if I get a little bit closer you might be able to see, has this weird tacky thing where when I sneeze or if I screw my face up, it does that, which isn't hugely inconvenient. And if you don't have hay fever and you're not allergic to the air that you breathe or the felines that live in your house, it probably won't be a problem. But it does become a problem sometimes, and the e.l.f. one doesn't do that. I don't know why the Revolution one does that. It's not enough to put me off. I still want all of the shades because of the way that it lasts, etc, etc. But if they were to bring out the e.l.f. Incredicurl in a burgundy, instantly I would buy that. Instantly. I already want the brown because it's beautiful. I love it. So that is everything that I tested in May. I would love to know if you have tried any of these products as well and what you think of them. If you have tried both of these mascaras, I would love to know which your favourite is as well. I would also love to know if you have tried the Revolution Wrap Lash. Do your lashes stick together like that as well? Because like I say, it's not enough to put me off. It's not enough to make me not use it or not want all of the different shades, but it does it. And I just wanted to highlight that in case that would be an issue for you as well. But I would love to hear, what products have you been trying this month that you love? Or are any of these products favourites of yours as well? Leave it down in the comment section down below. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you've made it to the very, very end. Congratulations to you. Gold stars all round. But until next time, thank you ever so much for watching. Bye bye.